Class 8 Honeydew, Poem 1 The Ant and the Cricket. The poem The Ant and the Cricket is basically a fable taken from a collection named Aesop's Fable. A fable is a short story in which animals behave like humans and convey a message. The poem The Ant and the Cricket is a story of two insects, a cricket and an ant. The cricket is silly that does not care about the future and keeps enjoying the summer season rather than collecting food or making a shelter for itself. On the other hand, the ant is wise. Instead of wasting time, it gathers food for itself and makes shelter. Here goes the poem. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a crop to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? The poet says that the cricket all throughout the summer and spring season keep on singing. He used to enjoy during the spring and summer seasons by singing and dancing. Here the word singing refers to the sound made by the cricket. The poet calls spring and summer seasons gay because they are full of life. There is greenery everywhere, food and water are in abundance. However, soon those months of happiness passed away and winter came. Now the cricket was in trouble. As all throughout the spring and summer season, the cricket spent his time singing and dancing and did not collect food for winter, suddenly, when winter arrived, he was left with nothing. He had no crumbs, that is, he had no food to eat, and his cupboard was empty. Now everything was covered with snow, and he could not even see one flower or a leaf on the tree. And now he was tensed and he didn't know where to go, how to survive, what to eat, and how to live. And he exclaims, "Oh, what will become of me?" At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly ant, to see if, to keep him alive, he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Now, as the cricket had no food, he was hungry, he was starving. He thought that he need to do something to survive. Then all of a sudden, an idea came to his mind. He thought of going to a miserly ant. And thus shivering in cold and getting wet by the dewdrops, he goes to the ant for help. Now, as the cricket had decided to go to the ant and ask for help, he thought over it and came up with two situations. First, if the ant helps him, what will happen? And secondly, if the ant denies, then what will happen? The cricket thought that if the ant helps, then the ant would provide him with shelter to keep him safe from winter and would also give him food to eat. The cricket thought that if the ant would help him, then he would take help from ant and later on repay him back. But somewhere, the cricket also thought that if the ant denies to help him, then he would have no other way but die out of hunger and pain. Says the ant to the cricket, "I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm?" Quoth the cricket, "Not I, my heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay." "You sang, sir, you say? Go then," says the ant, "and dance the winter away." Finally, the cricket arrives at the ant's place, and the cricket asks for help. On seeing the cricket, the ant says that, "Cricket, you're my friend. I understand your situation, but we ants follow a policy. That is, we never borrow from others and we never lend anything to others. Then the ant asked the cricket, "My friend, tell me something. What were you doing when the weather was warm? What were you doing during the spring and summer season? Didn't you collect food for yourself?" On listening to the question, the cricket answered saying that, "No, and I didn't collect food because I was so happy seeing the beautiful summer and spring season, and I danced and sang all day long." The cricket thought that the beauty of the summer and spring season will always remain there. He never cared about the future. Listening to the cricket, the ant tells him that he was singing and enjoying during the spring and summer. Now he should do the same and the winter will go away. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Folks call this a fable. I will warrant it true. Some crickets have four legs and some have two. Saying this, the ant quickly ended the conversation and pushed the poor cricket out of the door. In the last two lines, the poet says that people call the story of ant and cricket a fable. However, he thinks that the story is quite true because there are many crickets with four legs as well as with two legs. That is, there are four-legged insects like cricket who do not care about the future, and there are two-legged insects, that is, human beings, who do not care about their future and repent when the time is gone.